You might be wondering why so many people are obsessed with posting about Wordle. Well, I want to share with you why Wordle is so popular today and also give you some of my tips. Now, there are not going to be any spoiler alerts, so don't think I'm giving away the word of the day. All right, so first off, Wordle is a guessing game. You have to guess a 5-character word in 6 guesses. And it really started off by a gentleman whose last name is Wardell. He's recently sold Wordle to New York Times, which is absolutely brilliant. But he started off just as a game to share with his friends. And it started growing in popularity, and he started it around October of 2021. And by January of 2022, there were already millions of people using it. It was just beyond his wildest dreams. But the thing is, he had to come up with a brand new Wordle every day for people to guess. And so when the New York Times approached him and offered him a nice chunk of change, I heard it was a low 7-figure purchase by the New York Times. It was just great for him. This was just something that he started as a game to play with his family and friends. And so it was great for him to cash out on this. And of course, it was great for New York Times to acquire it. And they said that they're going to keep it free for now. Okay, so now that you know a little bit about the backstory of Wordle, I'm going to share a couple of my tips because you don't get any clues. The only thing you know about today's word is that it has 5 characters. So your first guess is just a complete, pulling a word out of thin air. And so this is really your key. Because here's what I like to do. And, you can follow my recommendations if you wish. It's not cheating. But what I like to do is find as many of the vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, as possible. So my first guess, and I don't use the same word all the time, but I make sure that my first guess has at least 2 vowels in it, possibly 3. And from there, if none of those letters are part of the puzzle, and then I have to start from scratch with another word that, doesn't use any of those letters. And it's very tempting in the beginning of, your guesses to reuse letters or those consonants that have already been eliminated, because the game will show you which guesses are definitely not part of the word. And sometimes it's very tempting. So you need to have some paper. Or some kind of a notepad. It could be on your phone, but mostly it works out much better for you if you're using pencil and paper. Because one thing that this does, and the reason this game is so popular, it's like a way to jumpstart your day. Get your brain juices flowing, or either if you're doing it at night or sometime throughout the day, it's a way to kind of wind down. So I suggest to use pencil and paper. It's just a great way for you to, it's sort of like a meditation in some ways, because you know that you have these 6 guesses. So there's my tips. There's a little bit about Wordle, and right now I'm on a 12-day streak, so I'm feeling like I'm on fire. And with that, you have a wonderful and blessed day, and please let me know how you're using Wordle, if you liked the tips that I've shared, or if you have any of your own tips to share. And with that, I want you to have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye for now.